Thank you. Well, first of all, I think we, as elected officials, we need to recognize that government can't solve all these problems, and especially they can't do it all by themselves. So I think one of the roles the government has is to be a facilitator of some of the collaborative efforts that we see here in Fort Collins and that have been described by a lot of the folks here on the panel. And I think the government has to be part of a collaboration between community, nonprofits, local, state, and federal governments, and the media to really bring attention to these issues. And one thing, I think the scope of the problem that we're dealing with here is that 1 in 5 people in Colorado can't make ends meet. In other words, they are in that gap of self-sufficiency. The interesting part about that is that 54% of those are single mothers, but half of those folks are working couples with kids. So I agree that creating jobs, primary jobs, is something we need to do, and I think we, as legislators over the past 4 years, have done a tremendous amount of work on that with the new energy economy, biotech, and healthcare jobs created here in Colorado. But as the Pathways Past Poverty people know very well, and Martin Shields has reams of data on this, that your earning potential is directly related to the level of education you have. And so we have to invest in people by investing in education. Nothing is more important in my district, I think, than with CSU, Front Range Community College, here in my district. And so I think that's a very important thing. We also, but the education can't just be for children. It has to be for adults as well. We need job training, apprenticeship programs, and workforce development activities that really can go across the spectrum, the age group spectrum. I also think that one of the things that's an obstacle to solving this gap is the lack of affordable, high-quality child care and early childhood intervention and education in our communities. And I think that's very evidence-based as well. Some of the things that we can do to solve some of these things are to reduce the costs of essential services like transportation and housing and make healthcare more affordable. And I think also a key goal, I know Pathways Past Poverty, is financial literacy. I think we really need to equip people with the tools that they need to manage their finances, and that will help. That will go a long way toward building self-sufficient citizens.